ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ Please all of you can ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नित्यानन्दम् अहं नौमि कर्णे लम्बितमौक्तिकम् चैतन्याग्रजरूपेण पवित्रीकृतिभूतलम्। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। नित्यानन्दम् अहं नौमि नित्यानन्दमन्त्रः शक्ति गौराङ्ग गौरगोपालः हरे कृष्ण महामन्त्रैर् सर्वजीव उद्धारकः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। It seems that so today we are going to discuss some chosen verses from the Vedic scriptures about how to awaken faith in our chanting of the holy names. There are many factors which we are going to discuss in the next few days, like how Nama Sankirtan destroys our destiny, how Nama Sankirtan prevents us from going to hellish planets, how Nama Sankirtan dispels our grief, how Nama Sankirtan purifies our family, our associates, our relatives, etc. How Nama Sankirtan gives us destroys all our sins, and how Nama Sankirtan destroys all our offenses, how Nama Sankirtan fulfills all our desires, how Nama Sankirtan is even superior to the Vedas, and how Nama Sankirtan is far superior than all pilgrimage places, and how Nama Sankirtan is the superior of all holy acts, and how Nama Sankirtan grants all our prayers, and how Nama Sankirtan possesses all the supreme power, how Nama Sankirtan makes us universally worshipable, and how Nama Sankirtan rescues even the most absolutely helpless person, how Nama Sankirtan can be practiced anywhere and everywhere at all times, and how Nama Sankirtan uh, uh, enables us to achieve Krishna himself, and how Nama Sankirtan leads us to Goloka or Vaikunta, how Nama Sankirtan pleases the Supreme Lord Gaura Krishna, and how Nama Sankirtan wins over the Supreme Lord, how Nama Sankirtan is the highest end of human existence, the goal, how Nama Sankirtan is the highest form of devotion, how Nama Sankirtan is uh, the supreme blessing which is conferred on us by the Supreme Lord. So, in that way, we will study many topics about the holy names. Today, we are taking up this topic about uh, our external bodily diseases, and how a Nama Sankirtan will uproot our prarabdha karma from the root. So we will study the first verse. Um, are all of you able to read the slides? Is Mathus also there? Oh, now I understand why devotees are not able to join. I forgot to change the URL. Mm, I did change it. Okay. Uh, Something has happened. Just give me a minute. I think the nitai.yoga.com.live is not pointing to the our room. That is why. Yes, Mihir, can you try login, loading nitaiyoga.com/live? Um, should work. It's not work. Haribol. Gaur Premanande. Okay. Gaur Premanande, Haribol. Welcome. Dayal Nitai Das, Haribol. Yes. So, and Jagannath Dasi Mataji, is she also there? So, um, I discussed what all the topics we are going to cover in the next few days. Today we will start with the holy names and our bodily diseases according to the Brihanardiya Purana. Um, it said Achyutananda Govinda. You can see the first verse in the slide. It says Achyutananda Govinda Namocharana Bhishita Nashyanti Sakala Roga Satyam Satyam Vadamyaham Nashyanti Sakala Roga. So, um, simply the frightened by the utterance, divine utterance of the holy names. Achyutananda, Govinda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Hare Krishna. So when we utter these names, it is bliss personified, and suffering cannot stay along with the spiritual bliss. So, uh, mm, Namocharana Bhishita. Actually, the um, one devotee, he was not able to load our live room. So, Bhishita. Bhishita means that the sound of the holy name, the sound of the mantras is actually the divine medicine for all diseases, because the vibration of the names, holy names of the Lord, they contain the potencies of the Lord. Nam Nam Akari Bahudha Nij Sar Hari Bol. Oh, for how long the sound was not there? Hari Bol Gaur Premanande. Okay, that's not a problem. So I was speaking. So Nam Nami Abhinna, that there is no difference between the name and the Lord. Hmm. I mean, it's a very inconceivable secret which the Lord has revealed to this creation. Actually, the Lord created this material world, but then he regretted a little bit, saying that my part and parcels were suffer in this world. They have to go to this material world to get rectified. But still, the Lord does not want the living entities to suffer. Uh, the Lord does not want the living entities to suffer in this world. So, he wanted to give a very powerful means of coming out of this material world, and that is why the Lord was very thoughtful, and he impregnated all his energies. It's inconceivable, just like a seed, like a tree in the seed. uh, just like there is a tree, the whole tree is there in the seed. Similarly, the whole spiritual creation is there in the seed. Everything is there in the seed. So similarly, though the spiritual creation is unlimited, variegated, and three times more uh, in proportion than the material creation, the Lord was able to squeeze in everything in His holy name. Hmm. That is why the name is the greatest uh, manifestation of the mercy of the God. Actually, if somebody will ask you this question, what is the mercy? What is real mercy? You can immediately answer, it is the name of God. There is no higher mercy than that. Everything is there. Whatever there it is in God, everything is there in the name. So, it is not a big thing that the name is able to remove the diseases in our body. It's not such a big thing for the name. The name is always able to do that very easily. So, Nam Nami Abhinna. In this verse, it is said that Nashanti Sakala Roga. So the diseases start running away from our body because our body experiences the Satchidananda nature of the name. And where sun is there, darkness cannot exist. So where the beautiful name will arise in the heart, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he sings नाम अमनि उदित होय भगत गीत सामे tapana. The sun of the holy name arises in our heart. Then nashyanti sakalaroga satyam satyam vadamyam. Just like the by the loud crying of loud crying of the tiger, the roaring of the tiger, the deers, they've run away, they fast, they flee. All the animals in the forest, similarly, the loud chanting of the holy names removes all the inauspiciousness in our body, the light emanating, the sound vibration of the names. In the next verse, we analyze, as you see there, it's not there in the slide, but it is in the Paramahansa Samhita. It is said, Na samba vyadijam dukkham heya Nanyau shadhairapi Harinam aushadham pitva Vyadhistyajau na samshaya. Harinam aushadhim pitva Vyadhistyajau na samshaya. That na samba vyadijam dukkham. Oh Samba, do not worry. Any disease you may have will get removed, even it is the most chronic disease, by drinking the medicine of Harinam, drinking the medicine of the holy name. Everything inauspiciousness will be removed. What to speak of diseases, any inauspicious influence of the stars or ghosts or spirits or other harmful people, they all will be removed by chanting the names loudly. Harinam aushadhim pitva vyadhistyajau na samshaya. Do not doubt that by drinking the elixir of the holy name, you will become free from all diseases. Actually, one has to have the faith. One may ask that, okay, if this is the case, why we have to go to the doctors? The thing is the faith. Also, devotees normally don't like to give trouble to the Lord for their bodily problems, so the devotees, they approach the doctors so that the Lord is not disturbed in his pastimes. But even then, we can certainly chant the name of the Lord loudly. And Raja Bodho Upapidita. One can drink the holy name, the medicine, and then all the disease will be removed. Even in Ayurveda, Dhanvantari, the originator of Ayurveda in Srimad Bhagavatam, who came out of the ocean carrying the pot of nectar of immortal life, Dhanvantari, he said that whenever you drink or take some medicine, always chant the name of the Lord. Then it will be powerful to remove all your diseases and medicine. Everything will be removed. Hmm. The another verse from the Hari Bhakti Vilas, it says, Adyo Vyadyo Yasya Smarana Nam Kirtanat Tadaiva Vilayam Yanti Tam Nantam Namamyaham. That Adyo Vyadyo, Vyadhi and Adi. Adi means mental suffering and Vyadhi means bodily suffering. So all these two sufferings, they are removed by remembering the Lord while chanting His holy names. When we chant, there should be remembrance. Then we get the immediate effect of becoming free from the all kinds of sufferings. The next verse we see from the Vahni Puran, actually, in the slide. Mahavyadhi samachanno raj bodhopapidita narayani eti samakirtya niratanko bhavenara. That Mahavyadhi, even if one is afflicted by the greatest of all diseases, Raj Bodhopapidita Narayaneti Samkirtya. Simply by doing Nama Sankirtan of the holy names of Narayan, Lord Krishna, Niratanko Bhavenara, one becomes free from all anxiety. Raj Bodhopa means, so disease like, you can say that those kind of diseases which are unrootable, uncurable, acute and chronic diseases, afflicted, like diseases like AIDS or cancer or diseases where certain death is guaranteed. Even those diseases can be cured by loudly chanting the holy names. And ultimately, Sarva Dukkha, Sarva Roga Upashamam, Sarva Upadrava Nashanam, Shantidam Sarva Arishtanam, Harir Namanu Kirtane. It's a beautiful verse from the Vahni Puran again. It says Sarva Roga Upashamam, Sarva Upadrava Nashanam. The termination of all ills and all medicines, and Sarva Upadrava, the all disturbances created by our own minds and created by others, they can all be counteracted by the Nama Sankirtana, the holy names. Shantidam Sarva Arishtanam. One can become fully satisfied and one can become fully peaceful by the holy names. The Nobel Peace Prize is awarded for one who tries to bring more peace in the world. The real peace will come by the holy names, Nama Sankirtan. The real peace. One who is the giver of the holy names in this world is actually the greatest benefactor. Even thousands of Nobel Prizes will not be sufficient to honor such a person. Bhurida, even Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu got up and embraced Srila King Pratap Rudra, Gajapati Maharaj, in the gardens of Puri. Jagannath Vallabh, Burida, you are the giver of the holy names. You are the giver of nectar. So, actually, the last verse, this is a little bit of a mistake in the scriptural names here. Sarva Roga Upakshamam, Sarva Upadrava Nashanam. This verse is from the Brihad Vishnu Purana. So, in different Puranas, the holy names are glorified in different ways. And we'll move over to the next slide. Any questions you have? Please ask some questions. All of you are quiet today. I know all of you are feeling very healthy by chanting the holy names and by hearing the live Sangha. But your questions will benefit others. Srila Swami Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, used to say that yes, Srila Prabhupada used to say that one advantage of mantra meditation is there is no need to understand the language of the mantra, nor it is any need for any intellectual adjustment for chanting the Vedic mantras. The sound of the mantra automatically comes from the spiritual platform, and as much as such, anyone can take part in these transcendental sound vibrations without any previous qualification. So, it's a beautiful statement by Srila Prabhupada, where he mentions that is why in Harinam Chintamani, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he writes in the ninth offense in the holy names is to instruct the faithless, give diksha or initiation in the holy names to those who do not have faith in the holy names. It is mainly pertaining to the Guru, the preacher of the holy names. But he says that there is a solution. You don't tell them the glories, but you make them chant Nama Sankirtan. Then automatically they will develop the faith. So that is why Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he travelled all over South India, and he gave everyone the holy names in the Nama Sankirtan. Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu left all the philosophical teachings to his associates so that they could glorify. But the thing he taught to the world was Nama Sankirtan. Nacho gao bhakta sane karo Nama Sankirtan. We chant the holy names audibly. That is what he taught the world. Without any complications, because it is so simple. Those who do not know philosophy, those who do not know about God, even they can approach the Lord directly by chanting His name. Such a mercy here given by the Lord. As I was explaining previously, the personification of causeless mercy is the holy names. Jive nid chid vyapar Krishna namar आर सब प्रापंचिक जगत संसार. Bhaktivinoda Thakur very strongly tells us that everything is illusion here in this material world except the soul, except us and the holy names. It's like a rope. The Lord is throwing a rope from the spiritual world of Goloka to us. We have to latch on to it. Jive nid chid vyapar Krishna namar. So we have to just catch on to this rope and attain Goloka. Moment we give, we can, moment we leave anything in this world, that is not going to harm us as much as we leave the holy names. That is the greatest loss. Oh, dukkham maha dukkham. Rupa Goswami is crying in Namashtakam. That's another author. So they are crying, saying that this world, the gem, the rope to get out of this illusion is given by the Lord, the medicine, the elixir, the medium. And people are not aware of it. People are so much complicating their lives in this Kali Yuga by trying so many different things for enjoyment, for recreation. But they are not accepting the holy name. Aho dukkham. What can be said about the unfortunate situation of the people of Kali Yuga? Why unfortunate? In the Bhagavatam it is said that mandabhagya upadritaha. People of Kali Yuga are mandabhagya. Why? Because they have got the highest thing and they are not accepting it. When you don't have the highest thing, it's okay. I mean, anyway, you don't have a chance to accept it. But people of Kali Yuga have the highest thing and they are rejecting it. That is why it is so soche tato vimukche tasa indriyartha maya sukhaya bharam udvahato vimudhan. That is why Prahlad Maharaj says in the Bhagavatam, I am worried, I am so much worried about these conditioned souls. They are not turning to the holy names. They are not becoming Nam Unmukha. The goal of every preacher is to make the souls Nam Unmukha. Instill faith in the names. Then they will become Nitai Unmukha, Gaur Unmukha and Krishna Unmukha. Unless they are Nam Unmukha, they cannot become Krishna Unmukha. So, in various researches that have been found, reductions in blood pressure similar to those experienced mantra meditation, and meditation absolutely has no side effects. All other medicines in this world all have side effects. Some medicines we need to buy for so much money, but the holy names are freely available and they contain the highest essence of the Lord's mercy. And the whole creation is revealed to us. Upujya Badilata Brahmand Bhedi Jai Viraja Brahmaloka Bhedi Paravyoma Pai. That when we chant the name, we can penetrate into Goloka. We can actually see Goloka right in our heart. We can see God face to face. So, Charles Alexander, PhD, also found that by reducing stress, mantra meditation helps people to curb unhealthful behaviors such as overeating or drinking too much alcohol and other health destroying habits. Actually, when we get the higher taste in the name, we tend to slowly give up the lower taste. Unless param drishtva nivartate. The goal of any spiritual path should be to give us the higher taste. Because we cannot stay on the level 0 for a very long period of time. Because Maya is always dragging us down and down and down. So we need to get the higher taste. The higher taste, How do we get the higher taste? It is so easy, Pia. We have to let the name dance on our tongue. Nama nache, Krishna nache, nache premadhan. When the holy name starts dancing on our tongue, yes, if we don't have the taste, we should desire to get that taste. And if we don't have the desire to get that taste for the name, we should make a desire to get that desire for taste of the holy name. One should desire to get the taste. If one does not have the desire, it is like that girl Mary. I think her name was Mary. She was I think the first person to get tuberculosis disease. That's how it started, and she drank some water, and it spread more and more and more and more. So somebody who drank the water, they also got tuberculosis in that way. So ultimately they tried to isolate from where it has started. They came to that girl. They understood that she was the first infected person. So similarly, to even to get the taste in the holy name, it is not infection. It is a blissful thing, but one has to associate with those who have the taste. Then it will come to us also. One has to associate. One has to hear from those who have the taste for the holy names. Cultivating the taste in the holy names is the prime purpose of human life. That makes us different from animals. Animals have taste only in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But we have to develop higher taste. This taste for the holy names. Srila Prabhupada says, when you say Krishna, when you say Gauranga, when you say Nityananda, you should actually see him. You should actually remember all his characteristics. That is the power of the name. And it's very easy, like even if we say some name in this material world, immediately we remember the face of that person. Immediately we remember his qualities. Either we dislike him or we like him when we take his name. So it is very easy to develop a taste for the holy name when we have some tangible realization while chanting. Any other questions? Further practical benefits in the medicine line we see is recorded in the British Journal on December 22nd to 29th issue, that extensive studies by Dr. Bernardi, the University of Pavia in Italy, conclusion that hearing the sound of the mantra synchronized all the heart rhythms, regulated the respiratory rate, and greatly benefited the cardiovascular functions. Mantra meditation even helps to unclog and unthicken the arteries, according to Time magazine. Mantra meditation helps in reducing high blood pressure. The spiritual sound of the mantra, heart disease, backache, headaches, and digestive problems are all cured. The sound of the mantra frees the mind from all kinds of anxiety, stress, and depression, which is the root cause of many diseases. That is why it's important to chant the mantra loudly. All these effects are achieved by loud chanting, by audible chanting more effectively. And mantra meditation proves its power to lower the blood pressure. In a recent study, the American Heart Association required that hypertension is the one of the main problems facing the people, and those who chant the mantra Nityananda Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, they become free from hypertension, lowered blood pressure, even automatic muscle relaxation. Even the prarabdha karma is destroyed, means even it's like a prevention to disease. Like if we are going to have a disease, that is also stopped by chanting the names. Because that karma which we had to suffer by getting the disease, it's eradicated by the chanting of the names. Bhushan has a question: isn't the level of oneself necessary qualification for chanting the mantra? Exam the best effect of Hare when one is liberated. Actually, the effect of the Hare Krishna mantra in giving us Krishna Prem, pure love for Krishna, is attained when we chant offenselessly. But these effects, like removing all the diseases in our body, removing our sins, removing our griefs, removing our mental anxieties, removing benefiting our family members, relatives, and stopping us from going to hell, removing that sufferings, destroying our destiny, and fulfilling our desires and wants. And I mean, those things are fulfilled by even chanting the mantra on a non-liberated platform. These are the byproducts of chanting the holy names. So those are fulfilled even on the elementary level of chanting. As one advances more and more, then one gets the other higher effects, like entering into the spiritual planets, then Goloka, then Krishna Prema, seeing the Lord face to face. All these are the effects of chanting offenselessly. In fact, Harinam Chintamani says that chanting in Abhas can even grant you up to liberation. It cannot take you to the spiritual planets, but it can grant you up to liberation. What to speak of relief from sins and diseases, etc. These are all coming as byproducts of chanting. And Nityananda and Gauranga's name especially, they give pure love even in the offensive stage. Aparadha Sattve Jeev Labhe Prema Dhavan, according to Navdeep Dham Mahatmya, along with offenses. So, I mean, the Lord is giving His ultimate mercy in all ways. Does that answer your question, Bhushan? So we will discuss the further slides next time. Let me see if I have covered this topic fully. It's a yes, almost. I think we have covered this topic about the especially the mantra produces that vibrations. Golokera prema dhano harinama sankirtana ratina janmi lokinitai. That it produces such transcendental vibrations that it kind of spiritualizes our body. Ishata vikashi puna dekhai mora siddha deha diya Krishna pase rakhegi. It actually transforms our material body into a spiritual body. That is the power of the name. Krishna nama tava dhare kato bol. According to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it's unlimited power of the holy names. It can fully transform our material body into a spiritual body. Ei dehera kore sarvanash. And when the transformation is complete, then we can enter into Goloka. Because in Goloka we cannot even go with 1% material body. Our material body has to be fully replaced by the spiritual body, spiritual mind, spiritual intelligence, spiritual ego, and spiritual thoughts, spiritual desires, spiritual service. Everything has to be Satchidanand. Then we can touch the Lord, enter into Goloka. So I think spiritual ego is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is mentioned Jivera Swarupa Hoye Krishnera Nitya Das Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Bheda Bheda Prakash. That is a spiritual ego. It's a beautiful verse. If somebody understands Bengali, I don't have to explain anything. That Krishnera Tatastha Shakti. Spiritual ego is accepting that I am the marginal energy of Krishna, I am a part and parcel of Krishna. Bheda Bheda, I am equal with Krishna in quality, but I am different in quantity. And I am an eternal servant of Lord Gaura Krishna. Krishnera Nitya Das. That is the real ego. We can be proud parts of the Lord. We should have pride that, oh, I am a part of the Lord. That kind of pride is not bad. In fact, that helps us from Maya. When Maya attacks us, we tell Maya, no, I am Krishna Das. I am a part and parcel of the Lord. So, that is real ego. To be proud of our real nature. False ego means to be proud of something which we are not, the body. And true ego brings real humility also. We become really humble when we develop the real ego, because we understand that every living entity is a part and parcel of God like me, and we give equal respect to everyone. Does that answer your question? Any other questions? This is a question answer time. We have concluded today's class. Those who have missed a part of it can see the recording, which will be online in another half an hour. Any other questions? विष्णोरैकैक नामपि सर्ववेदादिकं मतं ताग्ना नाम सहस्रेण राम नाम समं स्मृतम्. हरि बोल गौर प्रेमानंदे. Yes, Chotuji, you should get a faster connection. Because nowadays it's very cheap to the web 256 kbps in 512 kbps Airtel gives a nice speed in Bangalore. So moving lips is enough. Yeah, that's a good question. Is this a question by Ramanuja Das or Mathus? Uh, Oshtaspandana matrena kirtanastu tato varam bhavayasena sadhyate. There is one verse, I forgot the first line. Bhavaya uh, bhavayasena sadhyate oshtaspandana matrena kirtanastu tato varam. That uh, simply meditation inside is very difficult, but just by moving the lips, remembrance of the Lord is attained very easily. So that is why chanting is even higher than meditation. The holy names, it's even higher than meditation, because simply by moving the lips, uh, that is attained. So even if we vibrate by moving the lips, and even if the sound vibration is going inside our ears and somebody else is hearing, still we get benefit. Like I said, it can destroy our sins, it can take us up to liberation, it can give us all the byproducts. Of course, for advancing further, one has to go deeper into the name. One can move the lips audibly like Nityananda, Nityananda, Hare Gauranga Gaura, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Like that, that much audible sound is also okay, because it still goes into our ear. And sometimes we should sing loudly, clapping our hands. Gauranga Mahaprabhu gave that instruction, just clap your hands. That simple instruction is forgotten nowadays. The simple instruction which he gave, how to realize him. Just sit in your home along with your family and clap your hands and sing the holy names. Nityananda Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Clapping, if you don't have kartal and mridangas, when you clap in while chanting the holy names, it's like, warning to all the sins in our body. Like when you go in a tree where birds are sitting, you clap. Like that, you clap. So all the birds sitting in the tree, they fly away. Similarly, when we clap while chanting, singing, it's a warning to all the sins, diseases, inauspicious things in our body. Go away, go away. It changes our lines in our hands. It changes our future, destiny. No, Ramanujadas, the ninth offense is to tell the people about the glories of the holy names, to give a lecture, to give a philosophical lecture on the holy names. Like I am doing today, I am telling about the glories of the name in removing diseases, etc. These kind of lectures should not be given to people who don't believe. And perhaps even after we post this recording on the internet, only those who have faith will view this lecture. Those who don't have faith, they will close this lecture after hearing for 5 minutes, because they may think, they may not have faith in the holy names. So making them chant the holy names is not an offense, or hear the holy names. Making them hear the glories of the holy names, trying to push on them something which they don't believe, that may be an offense. And if chanting loudly comes in the ears of the people who next moment will offend the holy names, it's a tricky question. Katyani Radha. um, chanting offend the holy name. Now we have to weigh the benefits and the disadvantages in this regard. Uh, on one hand, they are getting the benefit of chanting the holy names. On the second hand, they are committing offenses by hearing the holy names. It depends then on what holy names are they hearing. If you chant Nityananda Gauranga holy names, and if they are committing offenses, they are forgiven, they get benefit. Like Jagai and Madhai. Even after hearing from Nityananda, they were offending, but because Nityananda conferred mercy on them, uh, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when they chant, and if they commit offense against Krishna, that is little tricky. I mean, but normally, if you see, if you are chanting in a public place, if you are chanting Nam, normally people like 95% of the people, they like singing, they like they don't like lectures, they don't like philosophy, but they always dance, join in the chanting. Of course, there are always some kind of people who they they get afraid when they hear the sound of the holy names. So, I mean, if they are offensive in their mind, then it's okay because a mental offense is forgiven if they still keep on hearing the holy names. But if they start becoming offensive externally to the devotees, etc., then we should leave. Yeah, I mean, so those kind of people you should tell them Nitya, Ananda, and Gauranga because then they will be forgiven. Actually, they are kind of ignorant, so they we can still give them the benefit of chanting Nityananda and Gauranga, and then make them. I mean, that's why Prabhupada, all our acharyas, they told that we should chant the names of Nitai Gauranga always in Harinam, along with Harinam, so that even if some unqualified people are hearing the Harinam, they become qualified, and their offenses are forgiven if they are mentally committing any offense. I think does it somewhat answer your question? Okay, if they commit offense loudly, then anyway we have to stop chanting. If they are keeping on shouting, then we can't chant anymore. We can leave that place. But they would certainly have got some benefit. If anybody is offending loudly anyway, that is not a suitable place for doing Harinam or Gaur Nam, Nitai Nam. So when they start doing that, we can leave the place, or we can tell them, request them to leave the place, or keep quiet. It depends on the atmosphere. No, there are many places in the material world where we can chant. Uh, there are no people to offend. Oh, till now, maybe because I am preaching in India, nobody has really stopped from chanting. But I mean, we can always pacify him and take him aside. Some devotee in the Harinam party can take him aside, give him some prasadam, tell him to chant Nityananda and Gauranga. And if they are still not agreed, they can, if there is our temple or our own place, then they can leave the place. Or if we are chanting publicly, then we should leave the place. We have no, even the golden age cannot make everyone chant, because all the souls are in different levels of conditioning, and this material world will always be full with conditioned souls. Even if the Lord delivers every soul, more souls will fall down. It's an eternal influx going on. Haridas Thakur gives example of the king coming and opening the gates of the prison house and releasing all the prisoners, but still again it will get filled, because always there will be some criminals and some people who will perform sinful activity. So the golden age will uh, help many souls, but there will always be those who will oppose it, or there will always be those who will not chant. They will not accept God, or not accept Gauranga's form or Nityananda's form. But yes, there will be a temporary. There is a temporary mm, uh, period, this golden age, where next around 5-7 thousand years, maximum 10,000 years, it will people will have the chance that will flourish. The holy names will flourish in this world, and everybody will chant. I mean, not everybody. Very many people will chant, and mm, after that, those years, there will be horrendous. Kali Yuga will come, very bad. There will be no agriculture, no food. The bhumi will stop producing food grains. They'll be killing everywhere, and darkness everywhere. No devotees. So the next 417,000 years of Kali Yuga, it will be totally dark. Darkness will keep on increasing. Diseases will make people die. Uh, in 20-25 years maximum, people will be able to live. Yeah, Katyayani Mahamaye. Katyayani Vrata was done by the gopis near Chirghat in the month of Kartik to attain Krishna as their husband. So Srimati Radhika. Actually, Radha's expansion in this material world is Katyayani, Mahamaya. So when we remember Katyayani, we should remember her original form in Goloka as Radha. So Katyayani Radha. Any other questions? So, okay, last question now, because it's 1:30. Um, they will have to be born again, and they may get a chance again somehow at some time in some life. Uh, but they'll get again a birth, even if they go to hell for suffering for their sinful activity. They'll again, after doing their quota in hell, they'll again take birth. One day, as a human being, they'll again get a chance. Uh, and again, the Lord is very patient with them. The Lord will again give them a chance. So, mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvash. The Lord will always endeavor to, for them, give them a chance. It depends on the time, how much time one is willing to spend in this material world. If one is not willing to spend much time, then one should get out in this life. And it is okay for one to keep on. Uh, it's a good question. I mean, uh, if some Vaishnavas they accept the form of Vishnu or Ram and do not accept the form of Gauranga, I mean they don't know about it. They just they are ignored about it. Then it's okay. I mean they will attain their planets, Vaikuntha, wherever they are worshipping. But if they come to know about it and if they reject it, if they don't know about it, it's okay. I mean they will still attain their path. But if they commit an offense, if they come to know about Nityananda and Gauranga, if somebody tells them and then they don't accept, then they will not even be able to go to Vaikuntha, the planet of Narayan, where they are, because you can't accept half of the hen. You have to accept the full hen, otherwise you won't get the golden egg. Similarly, you have to accept all the incarnations of the God, whether it is Krishna, Gauranga, Vishnu, Narayan, Ram, or Nirshinga. We have to accept all the incarnations. If you don't accept one incarnation, you are doing an offense against the Krishna Tattva. They are gurus. Like Ramanujacharya, he knew about Gauranga. He came to Puri and Jagannath revealed to him about Gauranga. But Ramanuja was told by Jagannath, don't preach about Gauranga right now, because Gauranga is come to perform intimate pastimes, internal reasons. So, even if that is, uh, they are gurus. I don't think any gurus in the line of Sri Vaishnavas or Madhava, they have rejected the Acharyas. I mean Madhvacharya or Ramanujacharya. They have rejected Gauranga's form. They knew about it in their heart. In fact, the whole sampradaya started when they received his mercy in Navadvip. But they did not tell it to their followers because the time was not right. So, no guru was against it, no acharya. It was just not told at that time. So, if some of their followers want to stick to that path and continue on that path, and it's okay, but then they should not criticize or reject. Oh, you have to read. This is Ramanujacharya, when he came to Puri, Lord Jagannath told him about Gauranga's form, and Ramanujacharya was so astonished. He read all the Vedic quotations about Gauranga from the Vedas were revealed to him at the time when he was standing in the temple, and he told Jagannath, "I want to make the whole world into Gaura Bhaktas right now, because this name of Gauranga has given me so much happiness, and this form I never knew in Kali Yuga." Yes, the Navdeep Dham Mahatmya by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Uh, you can read this pastime in that book. And in fact, in the night, Jagannath took Ramanuja wanted to see Navadvip, so in the night he was transferred when he was sleeping to Navadvip. And he came up near Mahatpur in Mamagachi. Even now there is a Mahavaikuntha Dham in Navadvip. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is our Acharya. He is connected to, but that does not mean that this pastime is imaginary, because Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a self-realized soul. This pastime has actually occurred. Ramanujacharya did disappear from Puri in the night. It is recorded. So he reached to Navadvip in Mahatpur, but he kept it very secret because Jagannath told him not to reveal it right now. We should remember Gaur Krishna while chanting. Any tips on that? Oh, I mean, I have given so many times these tips. You can read in Mahamantra Yoga, my book. You can read Bhaktivinoda Thakur's tip of how to chant. You should keep a photograph or a deity form of the Lord in front of you while chanting. Meditate on that form and close your eyes and think about that form inside while chanting. And make the name and the form as one. Then open your eyes when the form disappears in your heart. Again, open your eyes and see that form outside. Uh, and again, internalize that form. And very soon you will be able to see the form while chanting. Your thoughts will never wander anywhere. Then you will see the pastimes. Then concentrate on the qualities, 64 qualities. Then concentrate on the pastimes like that. You can think about Nityananda while chanting Nityananda. You can see his form. You can think about Gauranga while chanting Gauranga, or vice versa, or anything. I mean, any bhav you can assume. The name has all the form, the bhavs. When you say Nityananda, you can even feel that Gauranga is chanting Nityananda. He's running to find him in Mayapur, the house of Nandanacharya. Or when you chant Gauranga, Gauranga, you can see Nitai sitting in Ekachakra and chanting Gauranga. So I mean, you can, when you chant Hare Krishna, then you can think that Mahaprabhu is wandering on the banks of the Ganga or in the banks of the ocean here in Puri and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. This Mahamantra is coming out from his lips, so you can even meditate on that while chanting the Mahamantra. So you can even meditate on Krishna while chanting Gauranga's name. You can meditate on Gauranga while chanting Krishna's name. Everything is the same according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Jaiva Dharma, because both are the same personalities. So thank you very much for your wonderful questions. And it's 90 minutes today. We'll have a large file. So see all of you tomorrow. And please prepare your questions. Always welcome. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. I'll be ending the room now. Oh, it's a pleasure to reply to questions. Inquisitiveness is, I really very much appreciate questions. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you for staying such a long time, all of you. Hari Bol.